What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the show. And today we're talking about TikTok. That's right, it's the hot topic, and everyone wants to know if the government is really going to ban TikTok. My question is, who stands to benefit from the government banning TikTok? And how will this affect all the users and all the creators and small businesses that make money on this app?
It will also take billions of dollars out of the pockets of creators and small businesses. It will put more than 300,000 American jobs at risk, and it will take away your TikTok. We know how important TikTok is to all of you. It has given our 170 million users a platform to freely express themselves.
So the government recently has revived their attack on TikTok. Some of y'all may not remember, but then President Donald Trump had attempted to ban TikTok during his administration and his run as president of the United States. But it eventually died out and it didn't happen. But here we are in an election year and TikTok is back on the table.
Code Blue, room 305.
Why is TikTok back on the table? Well, to simply put it, the government states that it is an app that is collecting data on Americans that can be used for nefarious purposes by the Chinese government. They claim that TikTok reports back to the Chinese government, and they do not like the fact that they have access to all this information on Americans.
Over the last few years, we have invested to keep your data safe and our platform free from outside manipulation. We have committed that we will continue to do so.
They say the app is capable of recording and documenting your keystrokes, which means they know your usernames and your passwords and can gain access to all the apps that are on your phone.
Explained in a lot of detail. TikTok is used by 170 million Americans.
I know, and every single one of those Americans are in danger from the fact that you track their keystrokes, you track their app usage, you track their location data, and we know that all of that information can be accessed by Chinese employees who are subject to the dictates of the Chinese Communist Party.
They also have access to your camera, your microphone, and all your photos and messages. And I gotta say, that's pretty powerful for them to have access to, and they can definitely collect a lot of data just with that. And listen in and tap, and all that crazy stuff. But the truth is, you always gotta follow the money. So who stands to benefit from an outright ban of TikTok? Well, that would be other social media apps like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, known most recently as X. So these other social media apps, they would benefit from the ban of TikTok. The truth is that there might be some lobbying going on in the background. There might be some special interest groups pushing for this to happen. So the good news is that TikTok has not been banned. Even though Congress has pushed it through the House and it's on to the Senate next, it still hasn't been banned. And what I mean by that is that they're pushing for it to be sold to an American company. And of course, people are lining up to buy this app. I was watching Bloomberg and they said that this app is valued at around $40 billion, which means that it would take some people with some deep pockets to buy this app. There's more to it than just national security. They also feel that it is a tool for propaganda. And they did some research and found out that TikTok is pushing anti-Israel propaganda.
In the United States, you are promoting to kids self-harm videos and anti-Israel propaganda.
So everyone who uses TikTok, as far as just personal viewers of the platform, they love it. And most of them are younger kids. Most are from the younger generation. And they tell me that they love TikTok. They personally don't even use Instagram. They don't use X. They don't use Facebook. TikTok is where it's at. This is the app that influences the next generation. This is the app that has been setting viral trends for the last few years. And I myself know a few creators on there that have benefited from TikTok. Some of them are earning some good money off of this platform. And if it's banned, then they'll have to jump ship and go to a new platform, and they'll have to start from scratch. Me as a creator, and I've been creating for over 10 years. I just recently hit 18,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm jumping for joy over that. But it took me personally 10 years. Other people, they do it quickly, but it is dedication and hard work. When you decide to be a creator in this creator economy, right? And to have that just stripped from you, it's heartbreaking. It can be heartbreaking. I mean, if I was faced with my channel being taken away from me on YouTube, I would be upset. I personally hope that they sell the company to an American entity. This way, TikTok can continue forward, and the creators and the people who create on that platform are not, are not affected by this. But we have yet to see. This is on to the Senate. We'll see what the Senate has to say. And if they pass it, from what Joe Biden has said, if this comes across his desk, he is going to sign it, which will effectively force TikTok to sell or ban TikTok altogether. But Joe Biden really doesn't have the final say.
You're familiar with China's 2017 National Intelligence Law, which states, quote, all organizations and citizens shall support, assist, and cooperate with national intelligence efforts in accordance with the law and shall protect national intelligence work secrets they are aware of.
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
It's the Chinese government who has the final say. And that's because the Chinese government can decide that they don't want to allow the sale of this Chinese company to an American company, because this app has Chinese technology attached to it. It has Chinese programming, like the algorithm. The algorithm is different from other algorithms on other apps. So we're not sure if the Chinese government would feel comfortable with the American government getting their hands on this algorithm.
Before my time expires, Mr. Chu, let me just ask you, your platform, why should your platform not be banned in the United States of America? You are owned by a Chinese communist company, or a company based in China. The editor-in-chief of your parent company is a Communist Party secretary. Your company has been surveilling Americans for years. According to leaked audio from more than 80 internal TikTok meetings, China-based employees of your company have repeatedly accessed non-public data of United States citizens. Your company has tracked journalists improperly gaining access to their IP addresses, user data, in an attempt to identify whether they're writing negative stories about you. Why should your platform is basically an espionage arm for the Chinese Communist Party? Why should you not be banned in the United States of America?
You know what? It runs deep. It's crazy. Social media is not just fun and games. It can be used for espionage, as you can see. And it's all playing out right in front of us, right here, for everyone to experience. But I'm going to keep following this story about TikTok and the attempt to sell it off or to ban it. And let's see where it goes. Will the Chinese government allow the sale? Will the American government actually force their hand to make that decision? We have yet to see. As far as I know, there is no American social media apps allowed in China. Right? So what's good for the goose is good for the gander, they say. Let's see what happens. As far as Donald Trump goes, remember I said this all started back with him in his administration. He recently flip-flopped and said he doesn't think it's a good idea. He feels that if we ban TikTok, it'll give the other social media apps way too much power. And he is correct. This is real interesting stuff, man. At first I thought, it's just TikTok. But as the story develops and the nuances start to come out, I start to see that there's just more to it that meets the eye. Anyway, if you're a TikTok creator, hit me up. Let me know how you feel about this and tell me how you plan to pivot if your favorite app is banned. Thank you. And please check out our last episode where we talk about Trump versus Biden, the rematch, presidential election 2024. Hit that subscribe button. It's Mr. 13 and I'm out. Peace.